Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today we will talk about what can we expect to see in the upcoming months until September in the visa bulletin, especially for EB2 and EB3 category for India. I'm going to talk about the free webinar we are going to have on May 5th at 4 p.m. EST with Canadian immigration lawyer. I also have a giveaway announcement, so don't miss this video. And we'll talk about some important questions about cases being transferred to the National Benefit Center. Are there any concerns for retrogression for EB2 or EB3 in the upcoming months or up to a year? And new discussions in the Congress surrounding the immigration that might impact you. So this is jam-packed content, guys. Watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now we have spring here in the New England area, and then the weather has drastically changed. And as you can tell from my voice, and I really beg your pardon regarding my voice, I had severe cold in the last couple of days. Now I have recovered, and that is the reason I did not make many videos in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But regardless of my voice, I am back into the grind, and let's get into the topic. Now before we hit the first topic, I want to mention about the free webinar that I'm going to have with Canadian immigration lawyer and uscis on May 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are in the US on a non-immigrant visa, especially on the work visa such as H or L visa, or a student who is at the end of his OPT term and haven't gotten H1B selected in the lottery yet, you are looking for options to move to Canada, either with your current job with your current company within the United States or a new job in Canada to work for. So we have some valuable information directly from the Canadian immigration lawyer, and there is a company called Synthesis who specializes in these cases where they help transfer people from US to Canada, either doing their same job or finding them a new one. So if you are in this category, and you personally may not be in this category, but you know somebody, some friend or your kids may be going through this category. Another applicable situation is if your children are aging out from your application, they might also be interested to move to Canada. So don't miss this opportunity. It will also be available as a video after the live webinar, but the reason you want to attend the webinar is because you can ask live questions to the interviewers. So don't miss it. It's on Thursday, May 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Now also check out my Instagram and Twitter feed where I put additional information on this interview. Now let's jump into the first topic. The first topic is what can we expect to see in the upcoming months. Now first let's talk about EB2. Now as you know, USCIS have been moving the dates left and right for EB2 India forward in the sense. So they are claiming that they have tons of visa number available this year to complete or to use up before the end of September. And that is why they are having people to upgrade their petitions if they are in the EB3 category and now upgrade back to EB2. Now they have already progressed the dates very significantly, and even in the May visa bulletin we have seen that the filing date chart has been moved from September to December of 2014 for EB2 India, which is incredible. This is a very fast moment, and even their final action dates were advanced by 2 months to September of 2013. Now what I expect to see in the next upcoming visa bulletin, which is June, July, August and September, we still have 4 more months of visa bulletin to go forward. Remember, we also have this month. Now typically what has happened in the past 2 years is because of this large number of visa availability due to the spillovers from FB category, these visa numbers have to be used up by EB category before September 30th or they go waste. I have created a video and you might want to check it out, how many visa numbers that I expect that they will still waste this year in the EB category. That number is somewhere around 50,000 in the most optimistic scenario. Now what will happen in the last couple of months of this fiscal year is USCIS does not process very fast in the first 2 quarters of the year. They hardly process like 30 or 40,000 visas or green card applications in the first quarter and the second quarter, so about 80,000. Now there are still about 200,000 visa numbers available to be used in the last 2 quarters of this year. Now how are they going to accomplish this? They typically speed up their application review process and adjudication in the last 2 quarters. We see significant speed up in the processing in the months of March, April, May, June, and exceptionally fast in the last 3 months, which is July, August and September. So last year, as you remember, lots of people received their green card having waited for several months in the last 2 or 3 months of the year. So since July, August and September, and that's what I expect to see. Here's how I will put it for EB2 India. In the June visa bulletin, we might see another jump of maybe 2 months in EB2 India in the final action chart. I will hold off my judgment on whether or not they will progress the filing date chart. I am expecting that they will not progress anymore because they may have enough demand created by this moving of the dates to December of 2014 for EB2. So they will not progress anymore. But in the final action chart, I expect to see 2 months of progression in the June visa bulletin, and then that puts us 1 full year, which is 12 months worth of priority date movement in the last 3 months. So in July, August and September, I would expect to see these final action date chart dates for EB2 India move by 4 months at a time. So next month in June, I would see the visa bulletin date move to November or December of 2013, and in July, August and September they will move forward by at least 3 to 4 months. Their goal is going to be to have this final action date meet the filing date chart by the end of September. So that is my prediction for EB2 India. Now for EB3 India, the dates might move forward a little bit by a few days or maybe up to a week in the next several months. So if you are on the border, I know few people who are just shy of 2 or 3 days or up to a week away from their date becoming current. Those people might get lucky, but for the rest of the folks on EB3 category, don't let your hopes too high until end of September. But here's the good news. In October of 2022, there is going to be a fresh allotment of visa numbers for all categories, EB1, EB2, EB3 and so on. And that's when I would expect significant movement in EB3 India dates, that is in October visa bulletin. So don't be too dejected. It's not too far away. It's only 3 to 4 months. So that would be my prediction for the next couple of months. Now I have a new sponsor for this video, and that is Exter. Now this is their site. Now Exter makes a lot of personal products such as wallets, card holders, and these wallets and card holders are specially made. They are either from leather or they are from the metal, and these are very minimalist card holders. They can hold up to 7 cards, I think. They have the classic collection, they have the carbon fiber collection, there is also a limited edition collection. Now there are also technical sleeves, so if you are minimalistic, if you don't want to carry a wallet, there is also tech sleeves, and there are iPhone cases and so on and so forth. This is a German company and they have sent me some products to review, and I can tell you that just by the feel of it, these are extremely high quality products. The classic collection has this Parliament wallet which they had sent me in the black color, and there is also a Senate card holder that also they have sent me. The best feature of these wallets are there is a button at the bottom of the card holder, which when you press the button, it actually pulls out all the cards like a fan, and you can select each card just by looking at it. So there is no more fiddling into your wallet. Now if you use the link in the description which has my code of Wisdom Trends, you will get a discount on it. So check out these Exter products, they are excellent. So that's Exter, the sponsor of this video. Now here's the second thing that I wanted to discuss. Many people have been reaching out. They are getting notification from USCIS that their case has been transferred to a different visa center. Now most of the people are reporting that their cases are being transferred to National Benefits Center, which is a good news in my opinion, and that's what I wanted to emphasize here. If you get such a letter that you have your case has been transferred from Texas or Nebraska Center to National Benefits Center, it is actually a good news. What it means is these centers, Texas and Nebraska, they are absolutely overburdened. So the cases were not going anywhere, nobody was looking at it, and now they are taking chunks of cases, 1,000 at a time every week, and transferring them to different benefit center, and one of the main ones is National Benefit Center. Now it is very likely, and some people have already reported me that after they got this letter that their cases have been migrated to the NBC, they got their green card within the next couple of weeks, which is like 5 or 6 weeks, which is nice, which is a very good news. So expect to see more and more of this happen in the upcoming 3 or 4 months until end of September. The cases will be moved around. I have also heard that cases are moved to district field offices. Usually the case moves to your local district office, but in some instances they have been moved to any district office which is not even closer to your location. All it means is there may not be an interview for you, and the case is going to be adjudicated by an officer in that district office. So movement of your case is actually a good news, and you should expect to see your green card, if your date is current in the final action chart, to be issued before the end of this year. Now another very common question that I'm getting is, do you see retrogression happening for EB2 or EB3 this year or the next year? My answer to that question is absolutely not. I do not feel that there is going to be any retrogression for EB2 or EB3 this year or next year. The reason I say this is USCIS has been very confident that they have very high number of visas available. Obviously we know that until the end of this year. So there is no chance of retrogression at least until end of September. In October, I also expect to see another at least 100,000 spillover numbers from FB to EB category, and that would set the precedence that there will be forward movement of not just EB2 but also EB3 even October onwards. So no possibility of retrogression in my opinion. A lot of people throw me dates. My priority date is in 2015 and 2016. So let me tell you this. If you are in EB2 or EB3 category, the dates are going to continue to move forward starting October. Now, whether or not they reach 2015 is to be seen. Nobody can tell you for 100% sure. My prediction is yes, EB2 dates could go into 2015 in October or November, but EB3 dates might not go so advanced. They might go until 2013 or 2014 in my opinion, in the fiscal year 2023. So that is just my guess. Now a lot of people are saying we are ready to upgrade our case from EB3 to EB2. What is the right method? So I have covered this topic a number of times in my past videos. You might want to check those out. There are three different ways where you can do it. USCIS is suggesting upgrading your EB3 to EB2 by doing interfiling. Now interfile is not new, it has been there forever, but what is new is USCIS has given this new address in California center that that's where they are asking to send your interfile case to. Now I still haven't heard any success stories from that. Maybe there are, but I just don't know about it. But another way is to interfile to the same service center or same center where you had initially filed your EB3 petition. That way you know that that your EB3 is still there and they can interfile it to EB2, because when you send it to California address, you never know when it's going to be transferred over to that particular center where your EB3 case is, to make the join for interfile. That is just my opinion. Another way to upgrade is to file a fresh petition for EB2 and keep your EB3 petition also running in parallel. This is what I would do if I was in that situation, but USCIS in their previous alerts have discouraged people from doing so, because now it creates duplicate cases for everybody. Although it's not illegal, it just increases the burden in the caseload for USCIS. Now this is another important question, that somebody says that my date became current in May visa bulletin, but it was not current in April visa bulletin, and they ended up filing their 485 in April itself. Now I keep reminding people in every of my visa bulletin videos, the visa bulletin is only effective on the first day of the date of that visa bulletin. So say for instance the May visa bulletin came in, it is not effective until the 1st of May. So it comes couple of weeks in advance in April itself, but that does not mean that if your date becomes current in May visa bulletin, that you can go ahead and file it in April itself. USCIS may reject your application in that case, and you may have to refile it on 1st of May. So remember that. So if you file too early, there is a chance that USCIS may reject or send your application back. They may not reject it, but send your application back. You will have an opportunity to file it again after 1st of May. So hope that answers. Now there is also a question about the EADs, that if you have been on the adjustment of status for too long, then just continue to use your EADs. And EAD extensions are also taken very long. Actually, they are taking 7 to 8 months. But there is a provision in EAD that there is an automatic 180 days extension for green card EADs, and that has been extended to other EADs as well. So if your original EAD, the one that you have, is about to expire, don't worry about it. Just make sure that you file your extension in time within 6 months of the expiry, so that you have an automatic extension of your EAD until 180 days after your current EAD expires. So that might get enough time. So say for instance your EAD expires on 1st of May, make sure you apply for your extension. You have applied for your extension on or after 1st of December of last year, so which is within 6 months of the expiry. That will ensure that you get that 6 months of the processing time for USCIS and plus another 6 months. So within a year time frame or less, you should have your extension EAD in your hand. Now some people are asking a basic question which is still valid, that they are getting EAD without even going for fingerprinting or your biometric, and that is perfectly fine. EAD is given because you are waiting for your adjustment of status or pending adjustment of status. It has nothing to do with your fingerprinting. It is just a convenient way for USCIS to say, okay, you are allowed to work while you are waiting for your green card to come in. We realize that it's going to be a big gap in between. So here's your EAD. Go ahead and do your work, but biometrics can happen later on. Now I want to do an announcement of another giveaway. This time I'm giving away Apple AirPods, the 3rd generation, the latest one that have come in a couple of months back. This is brand new in box, never opened. The way to enter in this giveaway again is like and comment on this video and do subscribe. This is very important. Subscribe to my channel, because if you don't, you will not be entered into the giveaway. Now all the previous past subscribers, don't worry, you are also going to be entered. So starting this video, any video, this video and any video I make after this until middle of May for the next 2 or 3 weeks, make sure you comment and like on my video. And in addition to that, the second requirement is, if you have an Instagram account, do connect me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Connect Mandar. Or if you have a Twitter handle, do connect me on Twitter. So there are 2 steps. Again, subscribe, like and comment on this video and any further videos until middle of May. And second thing is, if you have Instagram or Twitter handle or both, connect with me on that and you will be entered into the draw. So good luck everybody, and if you like the content of this video, do hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.